Hi, I'm Sue Boo, bringing crafting to you. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for dropping by. Today I'm making what I'm calling a pinwheel infinity, as you can go round and round and round and round. Okay, so I've used the Penguin & Co paper. I'm going to do the next one slightly different, but it's a tower and all those go round. Okay, so what you need to do is start off with a piece of DSP, and it wants to measure 4.5 by 4 1/8. So you need to score it at 1, 2, 3 and 4. So I've done that ahead of time. And the reason we're using DSP is to not make the card so bulky. So I'm going to go round and just fold on all my score lines. Make sure it's straight. So we're scoring on all the score, burnishing on all the score lines now. So I want the plainer side inside, and as you see on this card I've done the same, but you can see it, so it makes it look really pretty inside. So what you do is you put your glue down your 1/2 inch side. So I'm just going to put this all down here now, and then just bring your fold your rest of it over, and I'm just going to get rid of the burnish there. Then turn it the other way and just go round, making sure that it works on all of the sides, okay, so that you've got it square. So I just keep going round so it works on all of the sides. At this point I don't mind what side I start with, and what you need then is 12 pieces of card. With this set there are several colours in it. Just jade would be the colour that I've used. I've got some old Call Me Clover that I'm using, but you could use any of the colours in the set. So the size of these, just let me check back in my book. The size of the card, you're not going to like this because I'm using 2 different measurements. It's 3 inches across, but down the side it's 3.6 centimetres. Now I've told you 3.6 centimetres because how I do this is I put it in and cut my 3 inches, but then when you turn it round I go 3 3/8, then I go 1/16 and I pull it back slightly and then cut. Now I'm pulling it back to 3 7 centimetres, 3.7 centimetres. That's why I've told you that measurement. But make sure that you know, has that just come off my, yes it has, just caught one of my feet on my trimmer. Just put it back in. Okay, so we want 12 of these, and then your DSP is 1/8 of an inch smaller, so that measures 2 7/8 by 7.3 centimetres. So we're just going to mount these up on the 12, so you need 12 of those. Now I've chosen to do all different ones. On this one I use the pictures. On this one I'm going to just use all the patterns from the back. So we've just got to stick our 12 on now. So I've just done 4 of each colour, and this is a great way to use up all your scraps And because all edges show, and I forgot to do this, I'm just gonna make sure that we haven't got any rough edges on each one. So because all edges show, and I forgot to do that before I stuck it. So I'll not make the same mistake, so I'm going to go round. So we're going to go round on each of the sides and then do this. So we're just gonna do this. Make sure you've got an equal increment all the way round. So this is the fresh freesia, getting right, fresh freesia colour that the snowflakes are in. So that's one of the colours in this paper pack. There's also Just Jade, Misty Moonlight, Calypso Coral, Soft Sea Foam, Balmy Blue, I think it is as well. So it's got loads of colours that you could choose any of those colours to do your card in. So any of those you could use as background. As I say, I've got some Call Me Clover left from when I bought it quite a while back, and I've got an ink pad, so I'm gonna use that up. But if I hadn't, I've got also Shaded Spruce, and I would have used the Shaded Spruce in this case. They are very similar colours, the Shaded Spruce and Colour Me Clover, not quite the same, but very, very similar. So I'm just using up all my scraps. So I had loads and loads of scraps of this colour, so I'm just using them all up on this. I've got quite a few scraps to go up. I don't know what I made in it that caused me to have loads and loads of scraps, but I did. So I like things that help you to scrap bust. That's great. So if I didn't say before, I've done 4 in each of these colours. So I've done 4 of the fresh freesia. These 4 are the soft sea foam side. So these are all the tree ones. It's very, very pretty paper. It's called Penguin and Co, and it's free in this year's celebration. All you need to do is spend £45 and you can have the paper for free. So they automatically, well, you have to choose, because there's different things in celebration. There is this paper, there's some paper with a deer on, another kind of Christmassy paper. You've seen me use the counting sheeps and the dies. They are also free in this year's celebration. And normally we only get one celebration a year, but now we're having 2. They've cut it by a month, and we are getting 2. So we had one in January and February, and there was lots of lovely things that we got then. And now we've got it normally would have started in July and August, but because of COVID they've had to put it back by a month. So it's now for you going to be August and September. So there we go. And then we've got this lovely spotted paper now. So that one's got the balmy blue on the other side. So it's so pretty. with the foxes and penguins and bears. There's even some rabbit on it, some Christmas trees. It's really pretty paper. So, and it's got nice patterns on the other side. So this could be, this one could be non-Christmas. You could use it at another time. It works either way, for Christmas or not for Christmas, so that's quite nice. So there's always two sides to our pattern, our paper, sorry, unless it's speciality paper. Now, when there was the All Love You Always, I think it was called speciality paper with foil on one side, that only had one on one side. Sometimes our speciality paper do have two sides to them, so they're not all one-sided, they are two-sided. So if you're asking me questions, I will look at the questions and answer them later, because today it's rather hot and I'm sat down to do this, so I'm hoping that it's catching it all right. Yes, I think we're all right. Okay, and then we've got the last one now. So it's a really pretty paper. Okay, so now what we're going to do is bring back in our tube, like for our tower, and then I'm going to see which way I want to stick it on now. So let's see, put that to the back, and then I stick this going this way, and so I've got two to go here. So I'm just going to choose which way I want them. So I think I might do that. So I think I'll do that to start with. So that, what I'm going to do now is just glue on one side only. So I'm gluing where it comes up to the fold. I'm just going to glue this top part. Yeah, I'm going to glue this top part. Doesn't matter if I overshoot going down, so I'm going to put this right up against the top of the card. So right up against the top of the card and right to the fold, and I'm just going to make sure that that is absolutely bang on the fold. That's it. And then the tree one I'm going to mount, and this time I'm going to put it the opposite way, so it's just going to be there, and put that straight up, so it's going to be on the edge and right up to there, and then got the bottom one, and the bottom one goes the same as the top one, so I'm making sure that I've got that right on the bottom, right on the fold. So I'm going to make sure that I've got that button up against the bottom and against the folds, and that needs to make sure that that is on the edge. When I'm happy with that, I'm going to turn it over like that and do the same again. So just make sure that I want it like that. So this time, let's see, did I just do these? Yes, I just did these. So I'm going to do the opposite now. So this one's going to come out this way, and the other two are going to, what are we doing this time? Let me see. that's the there and the tree, so I use the tree and the spots, so I'm going to use that. 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. So I want tree and spots. I want 2 of those and 1 of those for the opposite side. So this time I'm going to do there, and I'm going to do the trees. No, I'm not. Don't want the trees there. Let's put that. Yeah. So I want that one coming out, so that I've got that. Yeah, that's that. And I think I'll stick to the trees going in each of the middle. I think, yeah, I'm going to have the trees going all the way. So just made my mind up now. So I'm going to have the trees going all in the middle. So exactly the same. I'm going to put this up to the top edge and also to the fold. So I'm making sure that it's not overshooting that fold and that it's there. Okay, and then the tree one is going to come this way. So I've got a bit more of a guideline now. So my tree is going to go the opposite way. And I did put my tree the right way up, yes I did. So I'm going to make sure that that butts up. So that's butting up to the top one and also butting up to this one here. Okay, and then one more at the bottom. So this is going to go here. And that is going to go that way. So again, making sure that it butts up to the edge. So it's butting up to this fold here and also to that. Okay, so turn it round again, and I want this time my spotted ones. So I'm going to put it down again. So my spotted ones, making sure they're going to come out like that. Sometimes it's just easier to put it back in its square so you know that you're doing it right. So that's going to go up to my fold. So that's going up to the fold and at the top. So I'm making sure that I'm getting that there. And then I want a tree. So I'll get the tree coming here. It's going to be there. So my tree is going to go in there, making sure it's going, putting up against it, and then the spotted one on the bottom. It's hard to hide the beautiful paper underneath. The spotted one's going to go there. So again, I'm butting up to the edge, butting up to this, make sure that that is even, that you've not gone over there. And then we've got the last one now. So the last one, you need to have it open anyway to do it. So I'm going to put it in there. Okay, so that is put up against that one, and at the top, and just pop the glue in there, and I'll have my tree coming out here, and again that's going to be put up to the top. Make sure that that's right. And then the last one now we're going to put here, and that one's going to go in the bottom there. Okay, so I'm making sure putting those up and putting those up. Okay, So while that's drying a second, hopefully you can see that that will go like that and like that and like that and like that. So it goes all the way round like that. Right, so now we've got these blank ones here. So it actually folds flat to go in your card. I'm going to do this very, very carefully. So you now are going to put a piece of these on here, and I'll tell you the size of these. Let's see, that can go there. Okay, so my pattern actually ends with the soft sea foam, so looking at it like that, I'm going to do that. Now the size of these are 1 7/8 inches by 3.6 centimeters. Okay, so I'll just check that it's 3.6 centimeters. No, it's not. It's 4.6. Thought that was wrong, so 4.6, sorry about that. 4.6 centimeters, just double check that again. So 4. In fact, that doesn't even look like 4.6, does it? 4.8, sorry, 4.8 centimeters. I've corrected my book now, so that's 4.8, sorry about that. Okay, so on these, as I said, the way I've cut it, these end with the soft sea foam stripe at the top, so I'm going to do those. So I'm just looking for a equal increment all the way around, making sure it's level with that. So just going to put all these together. Okay, equal increment all the way around, and then the last one. So this is great to send through the post because I've done the centre in the DSP. Some of these designs you do, that I've seen, you do a centre with the card and it's part of one of the wings. Now if you do that, it makes the front very bulky. So you don't, if you do this way, this is the idea of what's she called? Oh, she's one of my favourites to watch. Oh, come on, I hope her name comes back to me. But she has done this card. Obviously it's the American measurements, but she didn't do this. She just did, I'll just pick one up and show you. She just did the normal pinwheel. She did one like this, so it's just this one. So she used the paper, the DSP in the middle. So I've followed her way of making the middle. Obviously my sizes are different because I've made them completely different. Karen Titan, I think, Karen Titus has also made this card. She's not got DSP in the middle. So what I've done is I've kind of taken a bit from Karen Titus and a bit from Stamp Your Heart Out. I'm sorry, I've forgot your name. She's wonderful. I love her. I watch her quite a bit. Her name's eluding me. So I've taken both, best of both worlds really, and the sizing is different because our card bases are different. They're both American demonstrators, and their card sizes are different. So envelope sizes and card bases are different. So I have done a metric version that is our standard card C6 envelope size. So these are my measurements. So it's not completely my design. I've taken bits from other people. So I've been inspired by what other people have done and put my own kind of twist on it. So as I say, this is another card for great for using scraps up. Let's see, that way. Now I seem to have got an extra one, and that can't be right, so as one fell off. So equal increments all the way round. Can I find, there it is. There's the missing one. Okay. So this is the basis of the card. So you have got that it will, as I say, fold flat to go in your envelope. So that's going to fit in our normal size envelope. And now it's up to you really how you want to decorate it. It goes round and round and round and round. So it's just great fun. It's like an infinity card. That's why I've called it, I think, Pinwheel Infinity. Okay, so it stands up like that. You can't see it unless I hold it like that to see. Now, how I'm going to decorate this is I'm going to turn it can't turn it upside down, it's got to be that way now. So I've done it slightly different to what I did before. So I've used my everyday, I think it's called label punch. Now this isn't available anymore, but you can do this with any of these sort of punches. So what I've done is I have stamped To an Amazing Grandson, which is out of a grandkid, it's called, stamp set, and I've just cut it down from the actual big label, and I'm just going to push it one more time in. So which way? That way. Let's see, let me get this right. It's a bit too big on one side, so I'm going to slim it down. So all I'm doing is threading it through, deciding whereabouts I want it, trying to keep the top and the bottom level. So you just slide your card back in. So you can do this numerous times until you get it right. Try and get that absolutely level. And then when you're happy, you just press it, and that's made that a little bit smaller now. So that's kind of how you do that. Now, because I want to keep this card flat, I am going to, and this is on soft sea foam. I was going to go round it, but I'll choose not to now. On my other one, I've gone round with the Just Jade to do that finish. So I'm not going to do that on this one, but there's To Amazing Grandson. And then on the opposite side now, I'm going to do Ho 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 Merry Christmas. So all you need is this piece of scrap card. I'm using soft sea foam, and I am going to use my Call Me Clover. As I say, I've got my shaded spruce, and shaded spruce would work equally as well. So just put my fingers in that, so that's a good start. So just tap on there, and then I'm going to bring this in and press that down so that I've got my Merry Christmas done. Move that out of the way, and before I make a mess, I'm going to close that up. And then again, all I'm going to do is go back into my punch. As I say, you can do this with any of your punchers like this, I'm going to look to try and get this even and straight. So I'm going to push it about there. Get rid of that out of the way. Now I'm going to bring in, going to go back over the other side now. So I'm going to thread it through there and try and get it exactly the same. Gonna go through that. I think that is about straight, so I'm putting it in like that. I'm going to do that. Now I'm going to bring in now my trimmer. So I've got my Stampin' Up guillotine trimmer, and I'm just gonna take off a little bit of this. So I'm going to use, you can do this on an ordinary trimmer, but it's just going to be easy for me on camera if I just use this. So I'm lining it up, going to cut it with my guillotine, going to turn it round, and I'm looking for my ho-ho-ho, and got that, I think, about where I had my other letters, and take that down and cut that off. There we go. And so that's how I get different sort of styles of tags out of one of them. Oh dear, that's gone a bit wonky, so I'm going to put it in here and see if I can straighten that up. Can you see that that is bigger there and there's okay, but there's not okay? So I must have just gone wonky when I did that. So I'm just going to pull this in and try and get that a little bit better. Try that. Yes, that's looking better. Okay, so got the grandson there, so not that one. Oh, there we go, wrong card. So there's the grandson. I've done it on that, so missing that one. I'm going to put Ho Ho Merry Christmas on there, and as I say, I am keeping these flat, and because I've not done the other one with going round with my shaded spruce, I can't do it on this one either, so that's going to go on the back like that. Right, now what I've done is I have used the 1 1/8 punch. Now this is a retired punch, but you can still get it in clearance, so I don't feel guilty using it because you can still get it. Right, now I'm going to have a look at the different animals, and all I've done is gone through the paper and punched out their faces. So I'm going to look whether I want, now I'm going to put him on there. So all I'm going to do is just decide on which ones I want. So I'm going to put a snowman and a fox on this one, and again I'm not putting them up on any dimensionals. I am just going to put them in the middle, keep them flat because I don't want them to stick up, because this card could be very bulky if you start to stick more things using dimensionals on it. So I'm going to put that. So move it along to the next one, and I've got a penguin and a bear. So I'm going to put penguin and a bear. So there we go, there's my penguin at the top, and then here's my bear at the bottom. Okay, and then move it round again, and we'll have the snowman at the bottom. No, did I put the snowman? Yeah, I'm going to put the snowman at the top. So the snowman's going to go at the top. So there we go. And who did I put with the snowman? I put the fox. So this time I'm going to put the penguin. So let's have a look. No, I'm not. I'm going to put the fox, and then when we can see all the different animals at this angle all at the same time. So I'm going to have the fox there, then turn it round, and did we put the bear? We're going to put the bear up this time. So the bear's going to go at the top. So my bear gonna go at the top. And who did I put with the bear? I put the penguin, so the penguin's going to go at the bottom. And the penguin at the bottom. Okay, so straighten him up a bit. Okay, and so we've got all 4 animals showing there all the time. Got all 4 animals that I can see there. Right, I have got some that I've got extra, but I don't know whether I want to. Shall I? Not the fox. So I'd need the bear up there. And I'd need the penguin down there. So I think I'll put that. So I'll put the bear up there on that one, and then the penguin on the bottom one, so that when you open it up you can see all 4 animals there. And let's see, so don't want it on there, but I want it on there, so I'm going to put let's see, how did I do that? So penguin and bear and snowman. So I can't do that on that one. So there isn't another. Oh, there is a rabbit. I think actually I might get the rabbit, because I'm wanting another animal really. Let's see. Yeah, there's a rabbit there. So all I did was just got my punch, and there's one right at the edge, and I'm just gonna go to the rabbit and get the rabbit and the tree bit like that. So we'll put the rabbit on there. So rabbit and a bit of a tree on there. So we've got all 5 animals showing there. But turn it the opposite way, we really needed the bear, and we need another rabbit. So is it these that I've used? Let me have a look. I don't think it's those that I've used. I think, which ones did I use? I think it's these and these. Let's have a look. So I do want a penguin, so let's go back in and get a penguin. So it's just gonna chop that so we can get in there. Chop that out. So move that out of my way, and we'll get the penguin. So I'm going to go in and get a little bit closer. Now you could footy cut all these out. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to make life easy for myself, so all I did was got it in my circle and then cut. So my penguin can go in there, and the bear's face we want, don't we? So I'm going to come in, chop some out of the way. Maybe I'll have to chop a bit more of that out of the way and get my bear's face like that. Can you see? So I'm just getting my bear's face like that. Chop that. So I didn't put the penguin down, so let's put the penguin down. Let me have a look. We'll put the penguin up there, I think, actually. So I'll put the penguin up there. Now when I look at the bear, I definitely want the bear down there. So I'll put my bear down there. And then I just want a rabbit again. So where did I get my rabbit? There is one going in at this side. Can I? Oh yes, I can get it. So there's a rabbit and a tree. So I'm going to go for that. A rabbit and a tree. And again, my rabbit's going to go in exactly the same place. I put him there, so my rabbit and the tree. So we've got, when you look at it at the front, to an amazing grandson, and then we're going round and round, and we've got all the animals there, and we've just got 2 on that one. So there we go. So that's how it's finished. That's you could write your greetings on here. I have toyed with the idea of using a little envelope, so I might even use a little envelope so that you can put a hidden message in. So I've thought that I might do some little envelopes that came with the snail it dies. But that's it for now. So hope you liked that. Such a pretty design, pretty card. It's folds absolutely flat to go in your envelope, so you'll be able to post that with normal post, but then it's wow factor. There we go. So lovely. So here's my original one. So that one's there, plain, and then Merry Christmas. And all I've done on this one is I've footy cut an extra fox there because the pattern wasn't quite right. And then I've cut a fox there as well. So there we go. There's 2 lovely cards. It's hard to see the beauty of them on the camera. They're really impressive. Let's put that one facing the back so you can sort of see the different designs there. Thank you very much for watching. I do appreciate it. If you are if you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and press the notification button, and then you'll never be losing out on the videos I upload. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye. Stay safe, stay well.